Do you want to play video games and get credit for it? Take media studies.
I think media studies is really exciting. It's one of my favorite courses personally. I always looked forward to going to it. I think it's really relevant to today's day and age.
We're all a part of this social economic thing that is the internet. And the media study course seeks to provide significance of why we do the things we do online.
Media Studies at Trent is an interdisciplinary program, meaning that it draws on the specialties from a bunch of different programs. The reason that we organize media studies that way is that we think that media objects, things like television or Facebook or cell phones or anything really, has to be analyzed from a whole bunch of different perspectives. So what we do is we let students choose which perspectives they want to focus most clearly on. So they can take 3 core classes, and beyond that they can make the program that they want.
Probably that it all connects and relates to a lot of the courses that I'm taking this year. Everything that we've talked about in class, it all connects in some way to something else that I've learned, and I can apply it to something else.
I like teaching media studies in the first place because I get to draw on my own experiences as someone who is actively engaged in the media, like all of us are. And what it's allowed me to do is to really deeply think through what my own implication in the media signifies, why it's important, why there might be some broader significance to doing something as trivial as writing a Facebook update or playing a game on the internet and interacting with folks in that mediated environment.
I have a big interest in media studies, like particularly social media, because it's taught me how information in the digital age affects our lives, and I'm very connected to social networking sites and wanted to understand how they work better, on a deeper level.
First of all, I'm in love with Trent, but media studies was, again, as I said, my favorite course, and I always looked forward to going to it. I thought it was just really cool and fun, and it was never a boring lecture. There was never a lecture that I lost focus in, and it was just there was always something new and engaging and something new to consider and new perspectives that I never actually thought of before. I think it's really great that you can talk to your professors on a first-name basis. One of the reasons why I came to Trent, because I didn't want to be treated as a number, I wanted to be treated as a person.
It's very much a me-you kind of relationship that I feel with them. And so I think that what I try to do in the classroom is make that really welcoming environment.
Yeah, one of my favorite memories would be when we had a lecture and it was on gaming. And Liam was showing trifling with the Super Mario Brothers game. And so trifling is basically when you play a game backwards, or you just kind of defeat the purpose of the rules in the game, you mess them up and try different things. It stuck out the most for me because it was really unexpected. And I find Liam's lectures to be always fresh, thought-provoking, and challenging.
If any students were looking at this course and having second thoughts, I would say remove those second thoughts from your mind and do yourself a giant favor. Participate in this course, read your readings, do everything you can to participate in this course, because this course will illuminate your mind in such a way where you'll be like, I have never, ever thought about life like this until now.